Welcome back to It's Only Money with financial advisor Scott Brown. I'm Ryan Holmes. Scott's right-hand man, Tammy's here. He was the left-hand man last segment, but he's also the right-hand man. He's all over the place.
He's very versatile.
He's very versatile. And, man, I got to tell you, so the Berkshire Hathaway in the shareholder meeting was the other day, and I find that kind of stuff fascinating. First of all, the fact that Warren Buffett still in charge, right? And he's got his partner there. They're both 196, I think.
Very, very old. And they take forever to get to a point, but Charlie Munger's the right hand, his right hand man. He's Warren's Tammy. We're viewed in much of the same light, the two of us.
Yes, that's how I see you guys.
Yes, exactly. But yes, they're very old and very slow to points, but those points are very well made.
It would be like if my grandpa told me a story, and every time I sat through it, I made $1,000.
Yeah, right. And that's why those people are listening to those stories.
Yeah, but I guess the point where I came across was obviously Bitcoin is the new hot thing, 10 years ago. But like in NFTs and Bitcoins, it's become mainstream very recently. Like it's only recently where your average dodo sort of knows about it. But Charlie Munger had something very interesting to say when he was asked about Bitcoin, and it was this.
I got some advice for you too. When you have your own retirement account and your friendly advisor suggests you put all the money into Bitcoin, just say no.
So obviously, one of the most successful, wealthiest people in the world, not a fan of Bitcoin.
No, he went on to say, and you can't play the clip because it took like a half an hour for him to say what I'm about to say in 30 seconds. But what he went on to say is, there are three things I try not to do. I try not to do stupid things. I try not to deal with evil things, and I try not to look stupid compared to other people. And the point he went on to make was, stupid thing just simply being cryptocurrency, evil being, and this is something I've said on this show many times. My big issue with crypto becoming more successful or more prevalent in society is it runs counterintuitive to the Fed. So his point was, and this will get people all in a tither because some people think the Fed's evil, but assuming that isn't true, that it's a necessary part of our economy, we are the currency for the world. In crypto, if crypto were to become a usable force for currencies throughout the world and it were to, say, displace the dollar, that would be catastrophic to our economy. And because of that, the Fed and the government are never going to allow that to happen. And some people say, well, why not? Well, I'll give you an example. If that had happened and the world's currency was not the dollar, we could not be doing the things we're doing to Russia right now. That would not be possible for us. So one of the things, in addition to aircraft carriers that we have, is our currency. And it is a major tool for meeting our needs throughout the world. So that is why he calls it evil. The third thing he says is, I don't want to look stupid compared to other people. And what he's referring to is in China, they've outlawed it. So you have a communist, lack of a better word, tyrant, dictator, who sees the problem for their economy and has outlawed it. Now, we can't do that in America because we're free and we're all allowed to make choices, good or bad, and it wouldn't work here, and I get that. And again, I'm still not even against crypto, but his points are well made. His points are, it's long-term, who knows? Is it a currency? It's definitely not a currency. And in some ways, it is counterproductive to the American cause, and that's kind of where he's going with that.
Yeah, it seems like the American government hates competitors when it comes to currency. So there will be such a high level of regulation on it. You're seeing it already happen in the EU, where they're basically calling it a pyramid scheme essentially over there, and they're going into heavier regulations on it. I just don't see how that could work when you're directly competing with the government. They hold the power. They have the aircraft carriers. All you have is like 15 GPUs tied together, and that's not going to work out. Whereas NFTs, besides the dumb art that people are putting out, I can see a usefulness for that, but only when it comes to like contracts and doing, mortgages could be your NFT, because you can verify that on a chain a lot better than the way we do things now, where we have to put it up on public information that's constantly scraped. There's a lot of downside to that. So, yeah, I'm not going to invest my money in Bitcoin anytime soon, but I do have some Bitcoin, which makes it really fun at the same time.
Oh, there's no doubt it's fun. I mean, there's a gambling element to it, and that's not by accident. You know, he went on to kind of beat up on Robinhood, too, in the game, as I like to say, the gamification of investing. There's speculation, which is what that is, and then there's investing. They're just different animals. And you may say they're not, but I would vehemently disagree. If you're buying a meme stock, not that I know anybody who does that.
No.
But if you're buying a meme stock, that's speculation. You're like, all right, I'm going to buy AMC. The crowd seems to be on it. Hopefully it'll go from 100 to 200, and then I'll get out. That's speculation.
Yeah, that's my 2-7 offsuit that I'm moving all in with at the poker table.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That is right. I don't know poker lingo, but I'll take your word for it.
It's a really bad hand.
Gotcha. So, yeah, you're statistically, probability-wise, there's just not much probability in that. The longer you're in the market, the longer you're in the S&P 500, things tend to work out whether you like it or not. It's really hard to screw that up. So that's investing, that's saving, that's tax implications, that's planning, all the awful, boring stuff that we normally talk about. But, you know, speaking of boring, you know, Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett, who are the brainiacs behind Berkshire Hathaway, I was looking at the portfolio because talking about the shareholders meeting. Do you know the crazy stuff that those guys invest in?
I'm going to assume, it's every new tech that comes out. It's got to be the hottest of automotive stuff that comes out. Space, let's go with that. That's hot. It's got to be that, right?
It's got to be, but it's not.
Oh.
It's not. So they own Apple.
Okay.
They own Bank of America.
Lame.
They own American Express.
Boring.
Coke.
Yuck.
Kraft. Everybody needs mayonnaise, right?
Yeah. Wait, they're invested in cheese and mayo and soda.
Verizon, Chevron, Bank of New York. Oh, ho hum, ho hum.
Womp womp. Nothing new and sexy about that.
Nothing sexy about what? Well, I mean, they're 90-year-old men, so there ain't nothing sexy about what they're doing.
Kraft isn't sending men to space in phallic-shaped rockets. So fun.
Yeah, right?
Be cool if they did, though.
It would be cool if they did. We're going to move off from that. But so what they're doing is not particularly exciting or sexy, but what they're doing works. And the message that, and here's, you know, and I was going to get into this in the next segment, but I think it's a good segue, is people say, well, these billionaires and millionaires, they have a secret and that they're not sharing. Now we can get into all kinds of fun conspiracy theories with that.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter
I've seen
is,
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yes, you know how it works. The fact of the matter is that they do share their secrets. It's just you don't want to hear them. If you go on LinkedIn right now, go ahead. I'll wait while you do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Type it.
Click. And you look up Mark Cuban or Richard Branson or Damon John or Mr. Wonderful from the Shark Tank, and you look up any billionaire that's on there, they are constantly putting out information on how to accumulate wealth. But you know what the problem is? It ain't easy. They're saying, well, you know, I was in my garage for 10 years and my mom threw me out and I borrowed money from my uncle and then I defaulted to him and then I lived under an overpass for a couple of days and then this bad thing happened and another bad thing happened and then 20 years later I was a billionaire. Nobody wants to hear that, Ryan.
No.
They want to know the secret.
They're hiding that secret somewhere,
They got
Scott.
the secret and it ain't that. Give it to me, right? So if you want to know the secret, it's completely available to you. There have been books written by all of the people I just mentioned. Here's what I did. Here's why it sucked. Here's why it sucked some more. And here's where it got a little better, and then it sucked again. And then I went out of business for the third time, and nobody liked me, and my wife left me, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. My dog hated me. All of that happened, and then I became wealthy. Again, that is not the secret people want to hear.
No, because it seems so obvious. So that can't be it.
Right? Well, because it's hard. It's not complicated.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Is there, every rich person, you're absolutely right, seems to be, whether it's on social media, writing books or whatever, telling you how to make money. Is there some kind of not a downside to them doing that?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think there is a downside for them because most people who are wealthy, especially in that category, are natural learners. They're curious, which makes them also natural teachers. They want to share. They're not against you getting wealthy. The more of us that get wealthy, the better for whatever they're doing, right? So it's not detrimental to their cause. And then the second part of it is they know most people won't do it. I could tell you, hey man, you're like, how do I get 6-pack abs? All right, well you eat lettuce all day, then you have celery for dessert, then you do 1,000 sit-ups. And then wait, I'm not done yet. Then you get up tomorrow, you eat some more lettuce, you eat some more celery, and then you do another 1,000 sit-ups.
Okay, yeah, but what's the secret?
Yeah, so you eat celery and you do sit-ups.
Yeah. Okay, but come on, it's me and you.
Yeah, all right.
Just tell me.
All right, so there's a pill. You can say, actually, you know what? If you buy Bitcoin, 6-pack abs.
Well, if you want the secret, Scott actually has it, and we're going to tell you it next segment. But until then, go to edgewaterfamilywealth.com, and we will be right back with more It's Only Money. Stay tuned for the secret.